Do you like the Aarakocra? Because I love them. I'm probably saying it wrong. Someone can correct me in the comments below. But let's actually talk about 5 great campaign ideas you can use the Aarakocra for, because they're an amazing race. A disease is causing the Aarakocra to lose their feathers, causing massive amounts of Aarakocra to lose the ability to fly. 2 things are happening. The Aarakocra are exiling those that have the disease, trying to save their own flighted society from them, pushing them. So you have an influx of flightless Aarakocra coming into the common society with no help on trying to regain their feathers. Now, it doesn't kill them, but it does make them flightless, which to the other Aarakocra makes them outsiders, ostracized. This is a great one when the Aarakocra have a society, have a civilization that is flighted, basically in the mountains, in flying cities. There's so many places you could put those Aarakocra. That divide, though, makes Aarakocra a viable race, number 1, for the players if you don't want them to have flight, and something they could search for. How do they get rid of this disease? Why is cure disease not working? Is cure disease not a thing in your, or does it cure them, but they immediately contract it again? What would the disease be in your campaign for this? I'm curious. The Aarakocra have begun invading our plane of existence, trying to find elements of evil, meaning there's other elemental realms seeping into our world, and basically the Aarakocra view them as evil. The Aarakocra have a very strong aspect of fighting elemental evils, and so using them with that idea that when the Aarakocra shows up, something else is invading is a great precursor to show this campaign is going to be heavy on the elemental side. Or even when the Aarakocra show up, it's a hint to the players that something has happened, most likely with the elemental realm of earth, fire, and of course, water. What do they want with the elemental realm, plane material world, and why are the Aarakocra trying to stop it? What threat does it give to the elemental plane of air? Or are they really protectors of the elemental plane, well, the prime material world? How would you use this if the Aarakocra were the defenders of the prime material world's elemental stability? Why is it important to them of all races? What do you think about that? The Aarakocra are starting to return to their home plane, disappearing from our own. What do they know? What are they running from? The Aarakocras are known for the protection of the prime material plane, fighting elemental evils. Why would they be leaving here? Are they returning home? Is their own elemental plane under attack? Is something else subverting their world? This is one of those things where I like the idea if the Aarakocra were an important aspect of your realm. Maybe they were trade partners with a major city, and all of a sudden those trade partners go away. So the party is hence sent to check out the elemental city, trying to find out where the Aarakocra has gone. And when they get there, there's only a handful left, and they're gathering their belongings and walking through a portal, taking them home. The elemental zombie invasion. I did a time where I was basically creating zombies that when someone dies, elemental essences infect the dead. So the zombie invasion is happening, but it's whenever someone dies, the elemental worlds, earth, fire, water, are infecting the dead, creating elemental zombies. The Aarakocra have shown up as protectors of the elemental air, but even the elemental air is infecting the dead as well. And the Aarakocra are trying to stop it from happening. The Aarakocra are historically known as protectors of the elements, fighting elemental evil. So the idea of combining both an elemental zombie invasion with the Aarakocras as kind of the main combatants against it is very cool. This one's not so much an Aarakocra campaign setting, but an elemental evil infecting our dead scenario, which I have some elemental zombies that I have developed over time. So that would be a fun one, but not necessarily Aarakocra, but it fits with the video. The Aarakocra found a way to bottle elemental air, and they're selling it on the open market. Now they're making enemies and allies very quickly. This whole thing can be a campaign setting of maybe they're doing it right. Maybe it's an offset, a subset of the Aarakocra that are going against the will of the main governing body. Bottom line is the Aarakocra are from the elemental plane of air, so it would only be fitting that they were the ones selling this on the open market. And what would that look like? Airships would be pretty cool in this one. How would you use this, and what would that be? What would the usage of bottled elemental air be in your campaign? I'm curious. Guys, thank you very much. This video was all about elemental air and Aarakocras and elemental evils, but really it focuses on this. The Aarakocra are champions against elemental evil. So if other elements show up in your campaign, earth, wind, fire, even air, and they're bringing evil and destruction into the prime material plane, the Aarakocra are a great race to put there as bastions against them, because that's what they're known for. And you should take a look at their stat blocks as well, because 4 Aarakocra can actually summon an elemental air, an air elemental. So have fun with the Aarakocra and look at their stat block as far as monsters goes and what they could bring as an entire backdropping for a campaign. So guys, as always, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, help us grow this channel, and as always, comment below on what you would like to see next, what you think of this, and what you would use the Aarakocra for. And as always, guys, we will see you next time.